Do you believe that social media can have a negative impact in decision making? Social media might play a bigger role in the decisions we make than we may realize. Humans are constantly making decisions that have impacts on their lives, even if they're small. Humans are also spending more time on social media, which can potentially impact the choices they make. Let us look at the perspectives, research, real-world applications, and convincing points to make our argument. Social media can negatively impact one's decision-making capabilities in everyday life. Perspectives often shift when considering the true influence social media has with decision-making. The first is that social media promotes a sort of direct interaction with the brain. Studies have found that social media is potentially connected to heightened brain sensitivity, reward processing pathways, and higher electrical impulses. On the contrary, others believe that human beings are simply being manipulated or tricked into making bad decisions by social media platforms or creators, potentially using behavioral psychology to trick users into making poor decisions. A notable study was done that involved researchers from Michigan State University and Monash University using the Iowa Gambling Task, a decision-making task, to support social media's negative impact into decision-making. Past research has suggested that the decision-making capabilities of substance abusers tend to be negatively impacted. Thus, the researchers investigated a possible parallel between substance abusers and social media users based on the possibility of shared diminished capabilities in decision-making. In the form of a card-playing game via computer simulation, the results found that the participants who were classified as heavy social media users displayed elevated rates of making improper decisions despite the knowledge of punishments. There were also similarities found in the poor decisions that made between social media users and substance abusers in the task. There are many aspects of our everyday lives in which social media can influence our decision-making. TikTok challenges like Slap a Teacher are influencing students to physically assault their teachers to post the recordings. Social media is helping to compel individuals into making risky or harmful decisions based on the calculated exposure to users. In a study done on professional soccer athletes, participants who use social media before a match exhibited negative impacts on their anticipation of the opponent's moves, thus negatively influencing on passing decisions. Social media may also negatively impact the decisions we make on the social media platforms themselves that we use a lot, influencing what we post and use the platforms for. Social media platforms are arranging plans to extend the limitations and restrictions of access to their platforms, along with strict posting rules to combat social media's negative influences. New bills are in the process of being introduced that focus on the harmful effects of social media and technology that they are producing. Congress and lawmakers believe that social media companies are using technology to corrupt free choices. Through the beliefs, research, everyday influences, and the reactions of higher industry powers, a commonality is formed. Social media can have a negative impact on the decisions we make.
Created using Powtoon.